problems with India's healthcare has been we have this double burden of communicable diseases as well as non-communicable.
Oh, yes.
And you know that better than most. And somehow, when we focus on one, we lose focus of the other. And even during this pandemic, there have been reports that surgeries and preventive interventions in other areas has been stalled. Is that so? Have you seen this in your case as well, that surgeries in other areas have actually suffered? People have actually not got adequate care?
So we've always had, at least, you see, we are a tertiary center. So we actually have 100 COVID beds, but we also have other beds available. It's not stalled for us. Patients themselves have felt scared to come to the hospital.
Right.
And that's been the experience across the country. So after the lockdown, of course, the concern was that the emphasis was of physical distancing, the emphasis was on taking care. And also remember, the emphasis was even from our side, was that don't come to the hospital unless absolutely necessary, because we felt that we should not overburden the infrastructure of the hospital because we did not know what to expect. Because if you recall the visuals of the West, the hospitals were overwhelmed, inundated with patients of COVID, with not a single bed for anyone else. It was all COVID because it was all hands on the ground. Even the cardiologists were treating the COVID, the anesthesiologists were treating COVID, even the gynecologists were treating COVID. Because at that stage, we ourselves told our patients, please stay away from the hospital, because we felt that we may need actually the infrastructure for COVID patients. However, that did not happen, and we still had beds. So as we unlocked, but the patients still felt very scared, and they still do, by the way, even as of today. As I sit in the OPD and I tell patients that they need the procedures, they still say that can't we postpone it for a couple of months when this COVID goes away.
Right.
So yes, in fact, at that time, it was also seen that the number of heart attack patients coming to the hospital, which is an absolute emergency where they have to come to the hospital, irrespective of whether they like it or not, actually also went down to 1/4. And whether people died at home, the Westerns do have figure that they also had a decrease in number of heart attacks coming to the hospital, but there was an increase in number of deaths from heart attack while at home. So patients did suffer from not coming to the hospital or from postponing their treatments. Our concern now is that if this continues, and certainly no system should be put down which does not allow you to take care of non-COVID patients. Non-COVID patients need treatment. Non-COVID patients should have treatment. They, in fact, have equal right to have treatment. Everybody needs the right to have treatment for their illnesses. So there should be no actions of that sort which differentiates between COVID and non-COVID patients, apart from the bed creation for COVID patients, which cannot differentiate that a non-COVID patient cannot have treatment.
Right.